In just a few hours starts Tisha B'Av, the 9th day of the month of Av, which on the Jewish calendar is considered the saddest day, the day of the destruction of the first and second holy temple that stood in Jerusalem. You know, right now in the Holy Land of Israel, it is already Tisha B'Av, and our brothers and sisters in Israel have this fear. For a few days, they have been anticipating that perhaps, heaven forbid, Iran will attack Israel on Tisha B'Av. They know that it's a sad day on the Jewish calendar, and often our enemies will use the dates on the Jewish calendar for their attacks, as we have seen numerous times. Now there's an interesting concept, and that is that their ancestor, perhaps the first Iranian, who knows, Hamon, the evil Hamon from the Purim story, he actually had a similar story that he wanted to wipe out the Jewish people. And it says that he pulled out raffles, he made a lot, and he was so excited when the lot fell out on the Hebrew month of Adar. Why? Because on that month, he knew that Moses, the Redeemer from Egypt of the Jewish people, passed away, so he said this has got to be a bad month for the Jews. And like the Talmud tells us, he did not know that that was also Moses' birthday. So when, of course, we know how the Purim story ended, that not only did he not win over and destroy the Jewish people, but the Jews were victorious and had a major victory, and Hamon was hung, and he is for the history books. Now, in a similar note, on Tisha B'Av, which is of course a sad day when we had the destruction of the first and second holy temple, the Talmud tells us that on Tisha B'Av, that's the day that Mashiach, the Messiah, is born, the day that the future Redeemer was born. So that is a concept of the day of destruction. We have the positive side too. Now perhaps if Iran is thinking to attack Israel and the Jewish people on such a day, they are not realizing that it is not only a negative day, but it is indeed a very powerful day. A day that we have, like the Hebrew month is Av, in its full name it is Menachem Av, which means the comfort of Av, because God comforts the Jewish people at the time of destruction. So hopefully we will see on this Tisha B'Av not only no attack on the Jewish people, but also the most victorious concept of the Jewish people, which is really the time of true peace with the coming of Mashiach, which Menachem, Talmud tells us, is his name of Mashiach. Now, speedily, even before Tisha B'Av begins here in Springfield. Take care, and hope we all have a meaningful day ahead, and the most important is the coming of Mashiach now. Thank you.